What's today? Thursday? Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Disney Morning Show, starring the one and only featured managing. What's your name? What's your title again?
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me. Apparently not enough. But
Executive Editorial Director.
I'm going to write this down. Executive Editorial Director. Hi, Benji.
Hi.
It is 9:31.
Oh, happy birthday, Disney.
Thank you, Benji. Hello,
HBD, Doobie.
HBD. Welcome to the.
Let me just type that in our Slack.
Hi, Nikki B. Thank you so much. All right, so that is the Executive Editorial Director of Laughing Place, Kyle Burbank. I am the co-founder of Laughing Place, Doobie Mosley, and we are going to talk to you about what's going on in the world of Disney. But first, some hellos. Hello. Whew. First, some hellos. Hello, Fred Ramirez. How you doing? You know, Fred Ramirez, you are quickly becoming one of our favorite supporters. I appreciate you very much.
Quickly becoming is.
Hello, Nikki B. You are always my favorite supporter. That never changes. All right.
And proofreader.
Really?
She's my favorite proofreader.
I didn't know she proofread.
She does. Maybe you should spend more time in our Discord.
I should. If I weren't rewriting a website right now, I probably would. But I've decided 90% of my LP time has to go to that project. So
I guess that's fair.
When that's done, Discord people, I'm back. All right, let's get started the way we do every day. This shirt always drives me crazy because it feels like it's crooked, but that's just Mickey standing crooked. And then I make it crooked so it looks like Mickey straight. Okay, let's get to the stock price, which apparently was at only $11.99 yesterday after that great street update. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what's going on today?
According to some site, they were bleeding subscribers, which is not really true.
They are what? Oh, the earning. Like, why is there a little bit of Bob Iger there? They put the earning call up there. Okay. 111.21, which is even less than it was yesterday. Oh my goodness. They did so well. What's going on? I don't understand how markets work. What's next?
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney Weather Report. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Though I realize, it's hard to take courage. In a world full of people, you can lose sight of it all. And the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will be cloudy today and could see some rain in the evening. However, their temperature range will be fairly small, going from a high of 63 to an evening low of 59. Walt Disney World will reach 83 today. So if you're at Epcot, maybe grab some ice baby. Castaway Cay will again be 75 and sunny today. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will be falling from 77 now to a low of 74 this evening. After some showers, Disneyland Paris is just cloudy tonight with temps in the upper 30s. Tokyo will be mostly sunny tomorrow as it works its way to a high of 47. Shanghai's weather will not provide the best park-going experience tomorrow as the high of 37 will feel like 26 due to winds. Finally, Hong Kong will again be in the low 60s tomorrow with overcast skies. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
What is happening, people? That's what this section of the show is about. This is where we tell you the big stories of the Disney day, starting with this one, Kyle.
Well, the Disney Cruise Line has announced new itineraries for summer 2026. This is when they'll have plenty of ships because the Destiny will have already be out there and doing things. But the highlights, that's the word I'm looking for. Disney Magic will be doing Alaska itineraries, joining the one that already does that. And then the Disney Dream will be returning to Europe with 14-night transatlantic crossing from Fort Lauderdale to Barcelona, Spain. Would you want to do that, Doobie?
Oh man, it is my dream to do a transatlantic crossing. When they first had these, there were 14 days between Barcelona and Orlando, Port Canaveral. And which included 6 straight days at sea. And in the Mid-Atlantic, I'm sure that's like a wavy time. And we so wanted to. And they weren't even that expensive because they're not that popular. That it's been my dream to do a transatlantic, and I'll do one someday. So yes is your answer.
They'll also be doing 7 to 12 night Mediterranean cruises on the Dream. So there's plenty more. You can check them all out on Laughing Place. And if you want to book, make sure you go through our friends at Mousefan Travel. Go to mousefantravel.com/laughingplace, and they'll help you out with that. It's one of those phased bookings. They open on the 10th for Pearl Castaway Club members, and then each day from there, as you go down statuses, general bookings will open on the 17th.
Which means you get to eat at Animator's Palette at least 4 times. That is true rotational dining. All right. Is it still you? Yep.
Yeah. So we talked, was it earlier this week or last week, about Pixar Putt coming to the Pixar Place Hotel. It was supposed to open today. We had our reporter, Mike Celestino, all booked to go. And then we got an email last night that it's not quite ready for prime time. So it's been delayed at this point until Tuesday, the 11th. If you were like Mike and already had a booking, they're going to give you a $15 voucher to enjoy a treat, a food treat while at the hotel. The site now, if you go to it, they're not selling tickets. There's just a wait list. Presumably, I would imagine they're trying to reaccommodate people who already booked before they open it back up, or maybe ensure that it's actually going to open this time. So no idea what's going on there, but it's delayed for at least a few days.
Yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment. That seemed like something that was rather straightforward. And but use that $15. The Great Maple.
That's what I was going to.
I don't know.
It's Mike though.
Yeah, that's true. But if you're anyone but Mike, maybe you can get Mike to like sell you his for $10 or something. Use that over at the Great Maple. That's some good food and not cheap. That $15 can help. All right.
They have to go beignets or donuts or something like that. Donuts, right?
Yeah, they're big on donuts. Do they have to? I don't know if they have to go. To be honest, you're probably right.
I think you guys inquired and found out that you could. I thought that was a big thing Rebecca found out.
I'm getting old. I'm sure you're right, but it is.
It's your birthday. You're a year old.
Yeah, you can tell. Over at the other side of the resort, Disneyland Droid Depot, which has always been a reservation affair. Make your reservation, show up. You get to do a cool 20-minute experience where you make your custom astromech unit building. Your custom astromech at the custom astromech unit building experience, which costs $99. And you walk out of there with a cool droid. Gideon did it at Disney World once. It was a lot of fun. But reservations required until March 17th, when it's going to revert to a walk-up experience. So been around for several years, and I guess demand has finally dropped to the point where they can make it a walk-up experience, which is convenient for people. No change at Disney World as of now, and Savvy's Workshop, which is another experience, at this point still does require reservations.
Well, also the Disneyland Resort making some operational changes. They've created a new system for Cozy Cone Motel. It used to be you'd go up to each different cone. If you wanted stuff from multiple locations, you had to stand in line a few times. Now, kind of like they do for the festivals, there's a central location where you can place your order for all of them and then just go to the individual places to pick it up. And you can still mobile order if you want as well. And they recently opened a new seating area over there, so
highly themed.
Yeah, Cozy Cone is now more accessible if you want to get either a snack or make it into a meal.
All right, speaking of feeling old, apparently it is the 25th anniversary of pin trading at Walt Disney World, which is crazy. They opened the pin trading thing as a part of the Millennium Celebration back in 1999. Then they brought it to elsewhere, including the Disneyland Resort in 2000. I remember the Disneyland Resort's 45th anniversary event with Kenny Loggins singing was actually also the kickoff for pin trading at Disneyland. So anyway, they are celebrating 25 years of pin trading with a new line of merchandise, which you can see some of here. And included, of course, are some cool 25th anniversary pins, which you can see.
I think it's funny. It just says Trader on the back. I know it's different than Traitor, but still, it's funny.
Yeah, slightly. That's the distinction without a difference. So anyway, happy 25th. That's still painful to say. 25th anniversary of pin trading at Walt Disney World. Celebrate.
Oh, you missed yesterday when we were discussing the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong Disneyland. We're like, what?
No, is it really?
Yeah, this September.
Wow.
Well, the other day we also told you about a new Adventures by Disney River Cruise offering down the Rhone in the southern part of France, and now they've announced a special DVC member adventure that you can go on with Brett Iwan, the current voice of Mickey Mouse. He'll be there engaging in all sorts of discussions. That'll be, panel discussion sort of thing. And reservations for this will open on Tuesday, February 18th at 9 a.m. Eastern. So make sure if you want to do that you get up, somewhat early and book that.
Do you expect him to do these presentations as Mickey Mouse?
I think he'll at least do the voice once or twice, yeah. But not the entire time, no.
Would that be fun or get annoying really, really fast, do you think?
It would get annoying fairly quickly, and I'm sure it's annoying for him. I know he can do it easily, but trying to speak eloquently while still doing a voice, and it might be straining, it doesn't sound like a good idea.
And finally, in this segment of the show, explore the world with National Geographic Expeditions private jet at a discount. And this is separate from the Disney Around the World Tour. This is the Nat Geo Around the World Tour that they've been doing for quite a while. This discount is for jet departures.
Same plane.
Yeah, it is the same plane, actually. That's funny. This discount is which Benji has been on, and he got to sit in the cockpit because you can do that when you're outside the United States in some countries. And I'm so jealous. I want to do that just for that. Anyway, this is for jet. I should show you for my birthday. My family. I got home yesterday, and here let's solo Doobie for a second here. I know this is what you want. This is what you came to the show for. They got me this blanket because I've been complaining how cold I am at work. So this is a blanket which says, look at airplanes, watch airplane videos, research airplanes, and there's more of the same down here with a bunch of cool airplane stuff on it. And it's funny, they gave it to me when I walked into the house yesterday. So I had to pause the video I was listening to in the car, which was an analysis of the Washington, D.C. incident from last.
So what does it say at the bottom? Wings?
Let's see. No, all things. I think it's all things I do in my spare.
I just saw the ings and took a guess, and I was like, well, I don't see Thomas Hayden Church anywhere, so I'm not sure about this.
What I do in my spare time, I do spend an amazing amount of time looking at airplanes in one form or another on YouTube. Anyway, back to this cool airplane.
You ever seen movies about gladiators?
Yeah, every time I look in the mirror to answer the next question. Well, excuse me, not every time, but once a day at least. Every time would be funny. Jet departures from May 1st through May 1st of this year to January 1st of next year. You can use the code NGEPJ offer 25 when booking a trip through May 31st. And these are for several adventures they have here. This is where I say scroll down to prices. So let's go down there and you can see some of the various adventures they have. You can actually save $2,500 per person, or if you're a returning traveler, you've done one before, you can save $5,000 per person, which is a lot of money and also tells you how expensive these things must be. So yeah,
I do that with YouTube ads when they're like, you're going to get $200 off. I'm like, well, then I can't afford to buy this.
So yeah, prices start at basically $100,000 for these things. So if you are one of the people who are going to be doing this, do us a huge solid and book through Mouse Fan Travel. Yes, they cover these as well. And one of you booking this through Nat Geo will make sure they remain our sponsor for a long time to come. That would mean a lot. So if you or someone you know is interested in this and would like a little expertise and would like to help out the LP, let them know. Mouse Fan Travel. Don't go direct. No, go direct. Mouse Fan Travel for any Nat Geo adventure or any other Disney travel.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Speaking of abysmal, my pronunciation on reading the title of this comic, this is from Mike Celestino. It's a comic review. His headline is Ty Urich journeys to Dalna in Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, dispatches from the occlusion zone number 4. Thank you. And his subhead, the monster hunter and her apprentice encounter some unlikely allies. I got that one. His final paragraph. I enjoyed this final issue quite a bit, and especially liked how Scott was, maybe there's spoilers in here, I don't know, was able to bring together characters who knew each other's existence and had not necessarily met in person before. I also thought the evocative, brilliantly colored artwork by Vincenzo Riccardi went a long way in delivering the tone the writer was going for in the stories. I'm not going to read about the cameo experiences. You'll have to do that for yourself. I was pleasantly surprised that Dark Horse was willing to go so directly set up the events of a narrative that will play out on the pages of Marvel Comics, but I suppose that just comes with the interconnected territory of the Star Wars franchise and the High Republic Initiative specifically. For Light and Life is how he signs that off. I assume that's a reference to the material. But he has another comic review as well that you can read right now on Laughing Place. And all the High Republic. It's coming to an end this year, so you can catch up with all of Mike's content on that.
And the rest.
Don't forget, folks, you too can grow up to read comic books for a living. Okay? Aim high. Mike Celestino, living the dream. And speaking of living the dream, we've got a nightmare for you. Yeah.
Nightmare Phantasmic.
Yeah. All right. Chernobog. Whoops. Let's get back to this. I was reading about Sandpiper Air, trying to understand Tony's comment. Now I do.
It's from Wings.
Yeah, I got that now. Chernobog has a new figurine in celebration of 85th anniversary of Fantasia. This one was spotted at Walt Disney World and at the Magic Kingdom, released in conjunction with the anniversary. $199 for this baby, which when I saw it, I thought, that's not bad at all. Limited edition, the famous Night on Bald Mountain sequence, and it even lights up. So that's kind of cool. It always confirms me when it doesn't tell you what the edition size is. But it is limited apparently. So cool.
Well, we got news that 3 more actors have joined the director Martin McDonagh's next movie. He's the director of In Bruges and The Banshees of Inisherin. So John Malkovich, Mark Ruffalo, and Parker Posey will be joining Sam Rockwell in the film. We also learned previously Oscar Isaac and Christopher Walken were attached. It seems they are no longer attached. But yeah, pretty good cast so far. Malkovich, Ruffalo, Parker, and I don't know why she gets her first name. Everyone else has her last name. But Parker Posey and Sam Rockwell. She always has a spot at the Dairy Queen, too. I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that.
Okay. So I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but there was a brouhaha with Lucky 13, which was a game show that aired on ABC. I think it was like in the summer. It didn't do well. It got canceled. And apparently it was so bad that the production company behind it, which was not ABC, filed for bankruptcy. And some of the contestants that were on the show have not been paid. So even though it is not really their responsibility, it's now being reported that Disney is stepping in to pay the $460,000 to make sure that the contestants of the game show get what they are owed. And yeah,
that seems like
situation.
A very smart, relatively easy PR win.
If Disney can pay $50 million to step away from venue, I think they can shell out $500,000 to make sure that these lucky 13 contestants.
But still, it's so easy for companies not to do the right thing in that case. I'm glad they did. I will not poo-poo. I will applaud.
So, Round LP, first up, Eric, who is quickly becoming one of Doobie's favorite contributors, did an op-ed yesterday about how the Disneyland Resorts Adventures Campus needs more Marvel characters in regular rotation. This was a big thing when the thing started. It was one of the things that is most praised for. Anytime there was a movie, you'd have the people, but more than just making appearances, they'd actually interact. And it feels like lately, according to Eric, I haven't been there, that's really been scaled back, and he finds it disappointing. So we can hear all about his ideas for fixing the land in that.
And elsewhere, in another corner of LP, Jim Smith, who has always been one of my favorite contributors, he has done a feature on the very first Disneyland ambassador, Disney legend Julie Ream Casaletto, who I did not know was now Casaletto, but I know her as Julie Ream, and you probably know her from her appearances with Walt Disney back in the day on those specials. She's the one who Walt told it goes back up the waterfall at the end of Pirates of the Caribbean. You recognize that face. So he goes in depth on this Disney legend, very important in the history of Disneyland. Go check that out, because around LP, we cover it all.
The fun stuff.
Well, Disney legend Josh Gad is at it again. He can't get Disney to hold on to any of his actual projects, from the Muppets to that Beauty and the Beast show that was supposed to happen. So he just keeps trying out different cast member roles. Previously, he's done a Jungle Cruise skipper. He was a conductor on the railroad. He's also popped up at like Hong Kong Disneyland and things. And now he's trying his luck at Kilimanjaro safaris.
So, Kyle, if you had to rank I don't even know what the word for it is, but you know exactly what I mean when I say the three people. If you had to rank these three Disney celebs, Josh Gad, Neil Patrick Harris, and you know who I'm, goodness, Full House.
Stamos?
John Stamos, thank you very much.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
How would you rank them?
In terms of what? Just
In
how much
terms
I'd
of
like to hang out with them?
How cool they are as being that Disney person that does everything Disney.
Well, Neil Patrick Harris knows magic, so I'm going to put him at the top. And then I think I'd go with Josh and then Jesse, Uncle Jesse.
So, and I feel like Lopez could get in there someday. I don't know how good he is.
That's true.
Camera.
I've met him, so that...
I don't know how good he is on camera, but he's got the fandom part down. I know he's really busy playing basketball, but when that's done, I feel like he could enter that arena. All right, we got one more thing. You got a little bit of this earlier from Ethan, and that reminded me, hey, I should make this our pocket pick. It's rare that a pocket pick comes from LP, but this was X'd by Laughing Place earlier with the awesome caption.
Don't read the comments on this one.
I'm not going to read the comments, but I will read the caption as I get this up here. We can only imagine this is what Walt was picturing when he was looking up at the ceiling in his hospital bed, seeing Epcot in his mind.
All right, stop, collaborate and listen. I forgot when we mentioned something. Grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a hawk, daily and nightly.
We're gonna start paying. Vanilla Ice is gonna take our revenue from this.
Yeah, we'll stop it there. But I just thought whoever did that, who was that? Jeremiah?
Yeah.
That was well done, Jeremiah. Well done.
Although, of all the comments, of all the things that people are saying on that post, I haven't seen anyone point out that no one making a connection between Walt about to die and Ice Baby.
Oh, come on. So
Be better, Disney Twitter.
But I'm reading the comments now, and I mean, they're not vulgar. At least the people that didn't go to the prom dance will be able to experience it now.
There you go. That one's one of the nicer ones, I'll say. Anyway,
people are not kind, but they're not vulgar. And then some people clapping back. Disney fans are not fans; they're just haters. I love it. I love the Twitter sphere. I love the back and forth on something that is completely unimportant.
But what is important is that.
All right, this is the portion of the show where we talk about what happened on this day in Disney history and see just how smart Kyle is. Now, for some reason, today was a very popular day, so I'm going to ask you some, but then I'm just going to read some. So let's start with the quiz portion, though. And sorry about that. I am a little bit disorganized here. 1 second. All right, got that.
That.
On this day in December. Why? No, on this day in 1943, a journey through Latin terrain where culture and music sustain. Donald gets testy while Goofy stays zesty. It's a charming and colorful game.
Goofy involved?
A movie was released. I don't know. Chatty thinks so.
All right. It's not Caballeros?
It is Caballeros.
Is Goofy in that?
I bet he was. I'm pretty sure he was. The three Caballeros. So on this day in
can you tell I haven't actually seen it?
Neither have I. Oh, see? You beat Fred Ramirez. That's a rarity. That's it. All right. 1975, another movie. A portion made quite by mistake gives strength with each bite that they take. A nerd turns tough. The foes have it rough as chaos and laughs are at stake. It's all there. 1975.
Yeah.
Just say it. It's not. You're thinking it. Just say it.
I'm not thinking it. I don't have any idea.
All right. It is Kurt Russell's The Strongest Man in the World.
Okay. See, don't know.
Two more for you. Okay. This is a TV show. 2015 made its debut.
Okay.
I will even a kids show, animated.
Okay.
Just, I know, redundant, Tony. A boy and his family soar through galaxies waiting to explore. With gadgets in tow and a robot bird glow, adventure is never a bore.
I believe a show I never watched, but has one of the most banging theme songs I've ever heard in my life. Is this Miles from Tomorrowland?
This is Miles from Tomorrowland. Let's hear that banging song until we get copywritten.
Miles from Tomorrowland.
Way to go,
Never
Kyle.
could I climb so high. Never could.
Okay, finally, one more movie. This one from 2004. Don't know how I got out of order like that. A coach with a goal set in sight built a team full of passion and fight. Through struggle and pain, they triumphed to gain a gold in a game of pure might.
A gold.
A gold.
I have a few different ideas for this because it could be any sports movie. Is that Miracle?
It is Miracle,
Okay.
yes.
The gold was the only thing. I was going to say like Coach Carter or Remember the Titans or something else, but
Be quiet, Fred. I saw this. I was old. Great movie. Absolutely great movie.
although
all right.
isn't that not the gold medal game?
Right. When they beat Russia, it was not the gold medal game. They beat Finland for the gold.
So
I don't know what
Chatty
the-
is half right.
But the Finland game is in the movie too.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah. It ends with the gold. They don't just beat the Russians. It's over. No, they actually play it.
I
through
mean,
to the
I
gold.
would
Because you have
100%
to show
expect them to.
because it's iconic when they're standing there getting their gold medals and everything. Well, you can't do that when they just beat Russia. So. All right, a couple more. No more guesses for you, but a few more. 1985, Disneyland began year-round 7-day-a-week operation. If you can believe that, until 1985, they were actually closed on Mondays and Tuesdays in the off season. They were not always a year-round place.
So as long as I've been alive, they've been operating 7 days a week, except for 2 years in the middle there.
Shut the heck up. All right, and in 2009, just a few days before my son was born, It's a Small World at Disneyland reopened with Disney characters, and that was a huge deal at the time. All right. For some
I'm a
reason,
fan. I'm going on record. I like it. Don't mind it.
For some reason, February 6th is also a huge birthday day in the world of Disney. So on this day,
Huey Mosley was born.
where'd it go? On this day in 1859.
A little older than you.
Yeah, see if you recognize this person. I'll let you guess who it is by the sight. Who's that?
Is that Elias?
That is Elias Disney. Walt Disney's father was born on this day in 1859. Thank you, Nobody 3179. And how about this one on this day in 1911?
Which person?
You tell me. I want to see if you can get it.
Reagan?
Yeah, Ronald Reagan shares a birthday with
Looks like
Elias
Rob Lowe.
Disney. He's a good-looking man. He was an actor. You know.
No, he act alongside the best in the business, like that monkey.
On this day in 1914, how about this one?
Thurl Ravenscroft?
Thurl Ravenscroft shares a birthday with Elias Disney and Ronald Reagan. Yes. And finally, on this day in 1934, I have a feeling you're going to know this one.
Sklar. Marty
Sklar.
Sklar.
So we have
They
Elias
have
Disney.
this could have been a pocket pick, but over on the Imagineering, their Instagram story, they have photos of all of, not I don't know about all of, but several of his name tags over the years, which
That
is
is
pretty
cool.
fun.
That would be a good one. So yeah, Elias Disney, Ronald Reagan, Thurl Ravenscroft, Marty Sklar, all born on this day, along with on this day in 1971, one of the founders of the first website credentialed by Disney Parks, which I'm proud of. Doobie Mosley was born on this day.
So you were born to be a
1971.
Disney fan, basically.
Apparently.
It's
back when I celebrated Christmas.
we're both Aquariuses. There's that.
When's your birthday?
The 24th of January.
We're both Aquarii. I think my mom might still have this right here. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah, born to be a Disney guy. You are absolutely right. All right. Anything else? 10 o'clock on the nose.
It
Let's
is,
check it out.
wow, look at us. Let me refresh the Parks blog. Doobie, what kind of, oh, there's a quiz that you can take. Disney
Really?
Parks quiz.
Is it like a real quiz or like what kind of a...
It's
I'm
actually
trying to
not
think.
even it's worse than the infographic flowchart. This is one of those where it's like, if you answered mostly A or mostly B,
But it's Disney Cruise Line, so
let's take a look. Why don't you take the quiz on air real fast?
okay.
I will keep track of your
All right.
your
So
answers.
here, I'm working on it.
All
There
right.
we go. Okay. Which Disney cruise summer vacation is right for you? Let's find out. Nice graphic. This is by Jacqueline Logan. I haven't met her. Which describes your ideal Disney day? Whale watching, touring a real life castle, snorkeling with sea turtles, riding a roller coaster at sea. Definitely D. I have no interest in getting off the ship.
Okay.
Which meal are you most excited to eat? Wild caught seafood fest, authentic handmade pasta, spiced pigeon peas and rice, indulging at a Japanese steakhouse. I'll go with the pasta.
Okay.
Frozen, Luca, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, or Big Hero 6. So the problem with Pirates is you'll spend your whole cruise in there. Luca, my favorite Pixar movie. I'll go with that.
Okay.
Which view do you dream of waking up to? A frozen glacier, an evergreen forest, a street lined with Scandinavian architecture, a pristine beach and turquoise water, the sun rising up over the open ocean. Absolutely D. That's the whole reason you get on a cruise, is to get away from land. And
Okay.
must pack: a cozy jacket and hiking boots, comfortable walking shoes and sightseeing, a colorful swimsuit and sunscreen, a cruise casual outfit for onboard fun. Definitely D. And your ideal relaxation spot of these four, yeah, D, on the ship. Why would you get off?
All right. Well, then, Doobie, I'm happy to tell you that your perfect combination of thrill and chill aboard the Disney Cruise Line's yet to debut ship, the Disney Adventure, is where you should head in summer 2026. As you answered mostly D. Your second choice would have been B in Santorini, Greece.
This picture, I've seen this picture before, obviously. Where'd it go? That is just one of the most beautiful sights. I do long to see this in person because it is just so beautiful. Look how white and pure and pristine it is. I love white architecture with hard edges. Very basic. All right, folks, that's it. Tomorrow is Friday, so make sure to come back as we have our
Ahead of
final
that,
show
we
of the
do
week.
have a walk and talk scheduled at, let me double check the time. It is at 11 a.m. So about 1 hour from now, we'll be at Hollywood Studios just because. Jeremiah will be there. Tony will be anchoring. And so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you know whenever we go live, including tomorrow morning and in 1 hour from now.
Awesome. Thanks again for joining us, everyone. Everyone have a wonderful Thursday, and we will see ya tomorrow. Thank